Mega Goddess of Doom, what's up? What's cracking? Yeah, first. Usually it's my dude James first, but it's kind of late for him. What's going on? How you doing? I gotta sharpen this pencil real quick. Oh, I'll be right back. Hoorah. Hoorah. What's going on with you? Anything? I'm just laying in bed. I'm house sitting. And tonight is the last night. I can't wait to be home. Yeah, I feel that. Just house sitting, or they got dogs and stuff too? Yeah, I'm just chilling. I just got out of the shower a little bit ago. James, what's up, big dog? Mega Goddess of Doom beat you, man. She beat you in here first, bro. I've been watching 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 5 chickens. So I've been playing a lot of fetch. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Feeding the chickens, taking the dogs out, hanging out with the cats, all that, you know. Hell yeah. Is it somebody you know, or are you doing it like, I know some people do, like, I think there's like an app, like a dog walking app and stuff like that, and then you can, you know, people will hire you or whatever, but is it somebody you know personally? James, what's going on, brother man? Chilling like a villain? That's what I'm doing. I just hopped out the shower a little bit ago. Yes, it's been my life for a week. I'm house sitting for a supervisor. Ooh. Hey. Getting in good with the boss, though, you know? Yeah, no, shoot. Yeah, like I said, I worked out with my buddies today. We were over at the YMCA. Hit a good lift. I got a video I'm going to post tomorrow. Just a YouTube short. So I got just a quick video of me working out. It's me doing muscle ups. If you guys know what muscle ups are, you like hang on the bar, you pull yourself all the way up. How do you get to like a live streamer that you want that's not just a random person? Because like I've been searching for like a love. What the hell? I don't know. Marissa, what's up? Okay, Marissa, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know. I mean, I mean, if you're looking for somebody's live, I mean, I think, like, I know if you're subscribed to their channel, it'll pop up on their little icon or like their picture, and it'll say live underneath. But other than that, I mean, just searching up their channel, I think, is how you. Other than that, I think it's just random, you know. I also went on a long walk with a friend and her kids. Hell yeah. Nice walk, getting some fresh air. Then I worked out. There you go. There you go. Did some dishes and laundry. Just really solid day. The weather was beautiful. Yeah. Sounds like a solid day to me. A little bit of house sitting. Go for a walk with a friend. Exercise. Do some chores. That's a good fucking day right there. That is a good day. I got 2 piles of laundry right here that I need to fold. I was thinking about doing that. I don't know. I was thinking about doing it on the live stream. I don't know if anybody, you know. I need to do that. Because I just did a load of laundry today, and I got up my steps with the fucking basket, and I was like, fuck. I was like, I got another basket of clothes I need to fold. But never ends. Them chores never end, you know. I'm sorry I didn't make it to the other streams. Bro, you're good. Bro, all good, man. I ain't holding it against you, man. Trust me, I understand. Ain't no big deal, bro. James, I appreciate you stopping in this one. You know what I'm saying? Why not? If you need to do it, I could be entertaining. You guys watch me fold laundry. Don't make fun of me. You know who taught me to fold laundry? My mom. That's where I learned, bro. I fold laundry exactly like my mom did, because that's what when we were kids, you know, we'd help her do that shit, you know. Hell yeah. I fold shirts like the same way, bro. I remember my mom how she folds shirts, and I do it the same way she folds socks. You know what I mean? Simple, you know, simple stuff like that, man. But yeah. So I worked out with my buddies today. Went to the Y, and there's like a separate gym. They have like the main gym, but they have another gym because there's like a National Guard center that's connected to the Y. So we actually went into the National Guard gym, and it's a lot smaller, and there's nobody in there, bro. So it's just the four of us in there lifting. Brought a speaker in there, fucking bumping some tunes. Got a good lift in. Then we hit the sauna too. That was nice, bro. I fuck with the sauna. So yeah, hit the sauna. Came home, went and got Chipotle, and then me and my roommate went to the cigar shop, picked up a couple cigars. We were hanging out in the basement, smoking some cigars, man, just chilling out, chilling out. So yeah, then you know, took a shower. Now I'm here. Now I'm here with you guys, hanging out with you guys. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I guess I could do this laundry. I could fold this stuff. I'll set you up over here. I'll probably get some trolls in here. They'll probably make fun of me or something, but fuck it. I don't care. I don't give a damn. This is life, though. You know, gotta do your chores. Gots to do your chores. They never end, too, man. There's always dishes to do. There's always something to clean. Oh, damn. Got some fuzz. We also ran out of dryer sheets, too. So my shit's like hella staticky. Hella staticky. You guys ever do laundry without fucking dryer sheets? Wait a minute. I don't want you guys seeing my underwear and shit. You guys don't need to know what kind of underwear I wear. That's personal. That's personal stuff. I'm more of a boxer brief kind of guy. I do the boxers sometimes, you know. Boxers and briefs, man. Compression shorts. Compression shorts when I'm working out or whatever. Got a bunch of hoodies and shit. Got some towels. Bro, I used to separate the lights from the darks and shit, but I don't do that no more, man. I ain't got time for that. I don't got time for that shit. I ain't got time, ain't got time. Living the dream. Living the dream. Here's some of my construction shirts. My high vis t-shirts. And then I'm going out with that guy I work for, splitting wood tomorrow. Splitting wood, we're almost done. There's 2 trees that fell down in his yard. So we're almost done with the really big tree. There's still some fucking big ass logs we gotta split. I mean, huge logs. You know what I mean? Like this big around. And there's some heavy sons of bitches, man. But he's got a wood splitter. So you like pick up the log, you set it down, then you like hit the thing, and it just comes in with like a, you know, it's just like a piece of metal comes in through the log, splits it all up. This is the Laundry Folding Live. Got some of these, bro. I love these pants, bro. These are these fleece line pants I got. Super warm, bro. Super warm. They're an essential for the wintertime. 100%. Gotta have these, man. Gotta have them. Gotta have them. Some long johns here. Working out in the cold. Gotta have these too. Gotta have some long johns. This was Mega Goddess of Doom's idea that I fold my laundry on live, so she told me if I gotta do some chores, she's like, go for it. So it was her idea, guys. But shit, I mean, you can do anything on live. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Don't matter, man. Especially when I got the homies, man. I got some of my day ones, some of the real ones up in here. Bad to the bone. We got a lone sock here. We got a lone sock. I'll put those away in a minute. Let me get on here and see what you guys said. What music do you listen to when you work out? Usually rap music. Or I even like sometimes like funk is what it's called. It's kind of like the TikTok like workout videos music, kind of like dubstep. You guys remember like dubstep from back in the day? It's kind of like that style of music. I like a little bit of that too. Gets me pumped. This person said, did you hear what happened? What happened? AB says, what's up? What's up, bro? Yeah, just gotta rip the Band-Aid off. Now you won't have to worry about it tomorrow. Yeah. Johnny Appleseed said, are you proud? You gonna break up with her? Oh, he's talking about the Mega Goddess of Doom. Dang, a whole ass gun safe. Nice. Yeah, I actually got two. I got two gun safes. I got this one, and then here, I'll show you my other one too. This is the big boy. This is where all the good stuff's at. Got my code and everything. Can't tell you guys that though. Yeah, I got too many damn guns. I had to get another one. I ran out of room in the one safe, so I was like, fuck. Got to get another one. Yeah, I got all my firearms and everything that needs to get locked up. Got to keep it locked up, man. Marissa says, damn. Yeah, because you got to keep them locked up. You got to keep them safe, you know. Fucking if somebody broke in here or whatever, they'd fucking steal them, or, you know, and it's also for safety too. You know, you don't want to just a bunch of guns laying around, as I have. There's two guns sitting right here on my desk, but Dash and Nala. Hey, what's up? Hey, just stopping in to say hi. What's going on? What's up? Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, saying hi. Hell yeah, Dash and Nala. If you guys want to check out her channel, she's got a bunch of funny videos, man. A bunch of videos of her and her dogs and stuff. She got quite a bit of views too. Quite a bit of views on some of her videos, you know. Go check her out, guys. I hope all is good with you. Not a whole lot here, just sitting at home. Same. Samesies. Eddie Spaghetti. What's up, bro? What's up? Yep, sitting here at home. I worked out with my buddies today, hit the sauna, got some Chipotle, went to the cigar shop, got a cigar, and smoked one with my roommate. And we were watching there's this rapper we used to listen to in high school. His name's Fat Nick. He was like a SoundCloud rapper. And he has his own podcast now. Dude, and they are fucking hilarious, bro. They're like they're Florida guys. They live down in Florida. Dude, they are funny as fuck. So we were down there watching his fucking podcast, man. Oh, thank you. I'm going live tomorrow. So I'll do the same for you. Hell yeah. Here, can I subscribe to you through here? Or here, maybe I'll pin your message so I can remember. And what time you think you're going live? So I'll stop by and say what's up. I had Chipotle today too. Gas. You look like a nice guy. I appreciate that. I think I'm a decently nice guy. I can be an asshole. I mean, everybody can be an asshole sometimes, but I appreciate that. Do you believe in God? Yes. Yes, I do. I do believe in God. The definition of a nice guy. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Burrito bowl, white rice, black beans, sofritas, fajitas, lechugas, salsa rojo, and queso. Sí, bien, chica. Es muy bien. Do a little spin for us. Oh, hell no. I think I pinned the wrong message here. Yeah, I got a bowl with the tortilla on the inside, extra rice, extra black beans, chicken, hot sauce. The hot sauce is salsa. Yeah, salsa rojo. Yeah, same. Maíz, corn, queso, y lechuga. Sí, güey. Way is homie. Go like wee. This guy pins dudes. I know. I think I pinned your message, bro. Or no, I pinned what's this other guy? Spaghetti? Eddie Spaghetti. Yes, hey. Hey with all the Y's. What's up, Mar? I love Chipotle so damn much. Yeah, me too. I used to work there. I worked there for like a year and a half when I was like 18. It was a pretty good job, man. It's a pretty good job. Got free food and shit. As an 18-year-old, because I was always into like bodybuilding and stuff when I was younger. So like it was like a cheat code, man. Get like 2 free burritos every shift I worked. Got to get them calories in. Need the protein, need the carbs. So yeah, when I was really big into weightlifting, man, it was perfect. I'm not sure yet because no, the black dog in my pit got hurt. Oh no. Well, hey, you gotta take her to the vet, or is she all right? Usually it's 7 to 8 a.m. Wisconsin time. I don't know what time that would be here in Ohio. That's a little too early for me. I'll probably be asleep. Now your nose is pierced. Shaking my head. It's always been pierced, bro. I've had this, man. What's the fastest way to get my CDL? I don't know, man. I know you got to get certified and stuff, take a class. Dude, you just hop on the internet. See if there's anywhere local. See if there's any local places or whatever that you can go get tested and train, go get trained and whatever. This guy Alex said that's sad. I know. Sad for you, bud. Truck driving school. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you got to go get your training and stuff first, and then, then you go get, go take a test or whatever. Is that what you want to be? You want to be a truck driver? It's a tough job, man. A lot of time away from home and shit, man. But somebody's got to do it, man. truckers are very important. Very, very important, man. Getting supplies, you know, here and there across the country, man. This country wouldn't function without truckers. I think I could do it. I think you could too, man. I think you could. Preston says, hey. Sappy says, hi. What's up? What's up? Yeah, man. I mean, I think you can do it. 100%. You know, it takes, takes a little bit of dedication, stuff like that. But once you get trained on how to do it, I mean, shit, man. Or if you know someone who will loan you their truck or rent one. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Truckers is such a useless job. This country wouldn't run without Twitch streamers, the real heroes of America. Yeah. Yeah, that's those are the people, man. Those are the people that are, keeping the country going. 100%. What would we do without Twitch streamers? What would we do? This whole country would be fucked without our Twitch streamers, man. The real heroes. Yeah, shit. No, but like I said, I think you can do it, man. 100%. If you want to go down that path, you know what I mean? If you want that to be your career and stuff like that, make sure you get in with a good company and stuff. Make sure they're paying you the right amount and everything. But, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do that shit. And then I know too, like a lot of truckers, once they get enough experience and stuff like that, they get their own truck and then they start having like their own company and stuff like that. And that's when you start making some really good money trucking. You know what I mean? Make some really good money doing that shit, man. But like I said, I know it's not an easy job. I actually follow a trucker on my YouTube. I don't know if you go onto my channel, I think you can see like some of the people I'm subscribed to. And I follow this guy. He does like workouts. He does like workouts in like the back of his truck or whatever. He's got like a little gym set up, and he's like lost a bunch of weight and shit. And he makes his videos like for other truckers and shit, like how to lose weight as a trucker, what to eat as a trucker, stuff like that. He's a good dude too, man. Maya stole my number one spot. What the hell? I know. I think she only said one message in here. She only said one thing, but I don't know. I don't know how the algorithm works, man. You look like a 17th century painting of like a prince or something. I appreciate that. I don't know. Is that a compliment? I don't know. You think I could be a painting? What would my pose be? Something serious. Something serious, something powerful. You know what I mean? No lie, what a handsome fella. I appreciate the compliment, Shit. You look like Jake Gyllenhaal. That is, bro. I do hear that. When I hear that quite a bit. Especially, bro, when I bartended, I used to hear that shit all the time. Especially, bro, when I buzz my head. When I buzz my head and I like clean shaven face, I look like. Have you ever seen the movie Jarhead with Jake Gyllenhaal? That's a badass movie. It's about the Gulf War, a bunch of Marines. Yeah, I kind of do look like that. But I'll take that. If I think I look like a celebrity, I'll take that compliment all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? True. Seen it. Yeah, bro, it's a badass movie. It is a fucking badass movie. It's fucked up. There's some fucked up shit in that movie, but have you ever seen that movie Prisoners with Jake Gyllenhaal? Jake Gyllenhaal and what's his name? Hugh Jackman. That's a good ass movie. That is a fucking good ass movie. I think Hugh Jackman is like daughter or something gets kidnapped, and Jake Gyllenhaal is like a private detective or something like that. Bro, that is a really good movie. He'd be a cool prince too. I'm so lost. Same. Everybody, man. Everybody in life's just floating around trying to figure things out. You know what I mean? Take it one day at a time, you know? Dude, Prisoners is so fucking good. I know, bro. That movie is fucking sick. That's a fucking good ass movie, man. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a good actor, man. Hugh Jackman, bro. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, bro. I used to love the X-Men movies, bro. One of my favorite movies is Logan. If you guys have ever seen that, it's like the Old Man Wolverine, based on the old Man Wolverine comics. Dude, that movie is fucking badass. Brothers is a good movie too. Brothers. I don't know if I know that one. I know Four Brothers with Mark Wahlberg. That's a good movie too. Matthew McConaughey. Hugh Jackman's character actually broke the sink. That wasn't in the script. I don't, dude. There's some good ass actors, man. They're good at acting, man, because they make you think that it's real. You know, you can't tell they're acting. That's how good the acting is. You know what I mean? Logan is badass for real. Brother's got the Spider-Man dude. I don't think I've seen that one. Tobey Maguire. That's an MMA movie. I don't think I've seen it. I've seen that movie Warrior. That's got the dude who played Bane in the Batman movies. I can't think of his name. But that movie Warrior, it's like two brothers and they're MMA fighters and they actually fight at the end of the movie. Oh man, I love the way you talk, bro. Your vibe doesn't put you a day over 20 years. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm 27. I turned 27 on March 13th. So I'm officially in my late 20s. So I thought I was going to be young forever, man. I used to say that shit all the time when I was younger, bro. I'd be like, Dad, I'm literally going to be young forever. I'm literally invincible. And he's like, okay, tough guy. He's like, just wait. And yeah, he was right. Now I'm getting older. I'm 27 too. What the hell is life right now? Enjoy it. 33 here, falling apart. The bones are cracking. Yeah. No, I've noticed. I mean, I've noticed like I haven't really had any. I haven't had any necessarily like aches or pains, and my energy's still the same. I mean, I have just as much energy as I did when I was 16. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to. Me and my buddies, we've all been like working out. You know, getting back into shape. I've always been in pretty good shape. I've never really been out of shape, but I'm trying to get in the best shape of my life before I hit 30, because I'd like to go into my 30s and be as, you know, as healthy as possible, in the best shape as I can be. Because, you know, after your 30s, after your mid 30s and stuff, you start to taper off a little bit. So I just want to make sure I'm nice and flexible, nice and strong, still athletic, stuff like that. Because, man, I mean, you got to take care of yourself. You only get one body, you get one heart, you get one brain. So you got to take care of that shit. You know what I mean? This guy, bro, this other dude just said you look like Jake Gyllenhaal. I just had somebody say that a little bit ago, bro. Getting old is fun, lol. Not. But it is a blessing. It is a blessing to grow old, you know, because there's a lot of people that don't get to. Man, I've had buddies in high school, man, or since high school, that have passed away. You know, motorcycle accidents, car accidents, ODs, drugs. You know, people go to jail. You know, man, growing old is a blessing, man. Because, like I said, a lot of people don't get to. Do you believe in Jesus? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have a tear in my hip socket. I feel very old. Ooh. Yeah, eventually. Shit, man. Eventually, you probably have to get a hip replacement. Try to prolong that as long as you can, you know, because I know I was talking to a dude. I can't remember who it was, man. It wasn't that long ago. And they said they got knee surgery at like a very young age. And the doctor was like, yeah. Or no, I remember. I remember. It was my buddy and it was his shoulder. He had to get shoulder surgery. And he said in the future, he's probably going to have to get shoulder surgery again. You know what I mean? Like after like so many years, you know what I mean? The shit tears down and then you got to go and get it replaced again. So, yeah, I mean, do as much like physical therapy as you can, try to strengthen the muscles all around your hip and everything, try to keep it as healthy as possible. You know what I mean? And basically prolong that hip replacement. You know, that's all you can do, you know. Best physical peak is when Kimbo Slice used to fight dudes in the boatyard. Bro, Kimbo Slice is a legend, man. RIP, bro. RIP to Kimbo Slice, dude. He was a fucking he was a legend, bro. Weed knee surgery sucks. Yeah. I know my dad my dad's gonna have to get knee surgery eventually on probably both of his knees. Because my dad he had like partially torn his meniscus when he was in his early 20s, and he just like, you know, kind of ignored it and wait for it to kind of heal and get better. And then now my dad's like 55, so his knee started to go bad a couple years ago. So then he started like, you know, putting more weight on the other knee, and now the fucking other knee's getting bad. So, and it sucks, man. My dad's a Marine. He was in the Marines, and my dad was always into working out and always like a physical ass dude, all the way up until a couple years ago. He's really had to slow down. I mean, he can still walk. I mean, we go hiking and stuff. Like, we'll go in the woods and shit like that. We go play golf and all that, but he can't run no more, you know. He used to run with me in high school, you know, but he can't. He can't now. He said it fucking kills him. He said it feels like fucking shards of glass in his knees. I'm like, Dad, you need to go get that checked out. And he's like, no, I'll be all right. I'm like, okay, hard ass, you know. I'm supposed to get surgery on 28, and I'm moderately active. I go on hikes and walk 5Ks weekly. I need to throw in weight training more frequently, I think. Oh yeah, it sounds like you're doing the right thing already, you know, but weight training never hurts. You know, weight training is good for your tendons, good for your bone density. You know, as you age and stuff, you lose bone density as you get older and you get more brittle. That's why, like, when old people fall, they fucking break their hip or whatever. I know weight training can help keep your bones strong and stuff like that. So I think, I'm a big proprietor of weight training. It isn't. I was just talking to my buddy today because we were at the gym working out, um, and that's not doesn't need to be your main focus, because I think with anything, if you do it too much, it's going to hurt you. You know, just like if you are a runner all the time, like if that's all you do is run, like running is very hard on your body. It's a lot of impact. And it's the same thing with weight training. I mean, if you're constantly lifting heavy weights, that shit's hard on your joints. It's hard on your shoulders, hard on your elbows, your knees, your back. So it's all about moderation. It's all about balance. You know, do some cardio, do some weight training, you know, do some swimming, all that shit. Just staying active, period. I mean, you just gotta, you know, like I said, take care of your body. You only get one body. That's what a lot of people too, when they get older and stuff, that's a big regret they have. Because you can have all the money in the world, but health is wealth. You know, you can be rich and shit like that, but man, if your body's not healthy, what's that money mean? You know what I mean? The fucking medical bills stack up. You can't do what you used to be able to do, stuff you wish you could do, and then like older people will be like, man, I wish I'd have took better care of my body. That's a big thing. That's a big thing with older people. Because, you know, obviously money is important. You have to have money to survive. You have to have money to pay your bills and buy food and shit like that. But man, it ain't everything though. There's a lot more to life than just money. You know, it's a good survival tool. That's what I've read in like all my financial books and all the podcasts and all the videos I watch and stuff about finance. You know, money is a tool. You know, money is not the end all be all. You know, it is a tool, and you need to have it and you want to be secure and comfortable. But shit, your health, your family, your friends, your marriage, your kids, whatever it is, like that stuff is actually what is important, you know? And me personally too, your relationship with God, stuff like that, spiritualness, whether or not you believe in God or religion, but you're spiritual, you know, we're spiritual beings. It's a very natural human thing to be spiritual. You know, it's been since the beginning of times, you know, tribes, the Native Americans, the ancients and shit, they always there's something spiritual inside of us. You know what I mean? So whatever you think that is, or whatever direction you want to go with that, I think it is important to do that. You know. Even going for a walk, a small brisk walk is better than nothing. I agree. I agree 100%. Absolutely. Or even, dude, I like to ride my bike. You know, bike riding. Big Will, what's up, bro? Yeah, I do. I ride my bike a lot because I used to run a lot. You know what I mean? But as I've gotten older and stuff, I mean, I just don't want to do it all the time because it's high impact. You know, it's hard on your back, hard on your knees. It's good for you, you know, but I've been doing the bike, you know. I ride my bike a lot because it's low impact. It's really good cardio. It's good strength training, makes your legs strong and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, it's low impact. Not like running, man, where you're just like boom, 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 boom. That's why I had some guys I worked with. They were signing up for a half marathon, and they're like, "Jed, you want to do it?" And I'm like, "Fuck no." I'm like, I ain't running a fucking half marathon, 12 miles. I'm like, I would run a 5K. I could run a 5K, no problem, or even like a Tough Mudder or something like that. Bro, 12 miles or 26.2 miles? Pff, hell no. You got me fucked up, man. I ain't doing that shit. Yo, big man, heard about the muscle ups today. Bet you feel the gains in them arms and shoulders. Yeah, I'm gonna post that video tomorrow. I did 4 in a row, and they were clean too, bro. That was the first time I've done a muscle up, and it's been a couple years. Because I can't do them. My gym set up in the basement. I can't do muscle ups because the pull up bar is attached right to the ceiling, so I don't have anywhere to go. So we were at the gym. I did 4 in a row, man. They were clean, bro. So I think the most I've ever done, I think I did like 11 in a row when I was younger. And I also weighed, like, this was when I was like 165. So I was a lot lighter back then too. So I think I did like 11, bro. I think that's the most I've ever done in a row. Big fan of your rap music. Are there any hikes with elevation where you're at? I mean, maybe if you went down south towards like Athens and stuff, towards like West Virginia, you might be able to get some hills and stuff like that, but not where I live. It's, you know, Ohio's very flat. Like, especially where I live, it's very flat. You know what I mean? You can find like, like Hocking Hills and stuff like that. Hocking Hills is very beautiful park. And they got some good trails in there and stuff. But yeah, Big Will, bro, I'm gonna post that video tomorrow though, let you guys see it, man. I felt good, bro. I felt good. Yeah, long distance running is part of how my hip got torn. Running is so rough. Yeah. Yeah, bro, it is rough. I mean, it's good exercise. I like the challenge and stuff like that. And I like you get the runner's high and stuff like that. But yeah, doing it every single day, you just can't. You just can't. It's just too hard on your body, you know? So I like stuff like you replace some of that running like with biking or swimming because you're getting good cardio and you're also activating your muscles too. Because running, I mean, you get a little bit of legs, a little bit of leg activation when you're running, but it's not the same. You know, swimming is very, very physical, bro. Swimming, I can swim. I'm a decent swimmer, but I can't swim for distance. I get fucking gassed. That shit is, bro, swimming is hard as fuck. Ugh, I just gotta lose 4 to 5K kilograms, but I'm afraid I'll regain them in just as easy. Dude, I think that's I think it's harder to keep the weight off than it is to lose it. You know, losing the weight because you can do it short term. You know, if you change your diet and you start adding in more exercise and stuff like that, I mean, you can lose the weight relatively quickly within a couple months. But yeah, keeping it off is like actually the real challenge. You know, because 4 to 5 kilograms, that's about like, like 10 pounds or whatever. But I mean, dude, you could have a bad weekend of food and maybe some beer or something like that. And then, you'll damn near put it right back on, you know? So yeah, but I'm afraid I'll regain them just as easy. It is easy. It's very easy to regain it, but you just gotta stay on top of it. Just stay consistent. You know what I mean? Maybe maybe you might have to make a little bit of lifestyle changes. You know what I mean? But the more you do it, the better you get at it. You know, because because I know your body, especially like you said, like you're afraid you'll regain it because your body gets used to a certain weight. So that's why your body naturally kind of gravitates towards a weight, especially if you've been at a weight for a long time. Say let's just use 200 pounds as an example. If you've been 200 pounds for 10 years and then you want to lose weight, your body is naturally going to want to be at 200 because that's what it's been at for so long. So it's going to take time. You're going to have to drop that weight and then you're going to have to keep it off for a long period of time before that's like your new natural weight. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30, got one. We'll need another one on the right side eventually, then replace them later on. Bilateral and vascular neurosis. I miss being able to run like crazy. Yeah, bro, that fucking blows, man. That sucks. Sorry to hear that, Wolf. Big Wolf in here. What's up, bro? What's up, Wolf? I didn't even fucking see you, bro. But was caused by prednisone tapering treatment. Prednisone? I can't. I'm pronouncing that wrong. I know. Predinosine. What the fuck? Tampering treatment, not by running for me. Labral tears. For real, I used to swim when I was little. It is great for you though. Oh yeah, bro, swimming's really good for you. I mean, it's good. Like I said, it's cardiovascular, but then it's also muscular as well. So you're getting strong as fuck. You're getting hella strong, and you're getting hella cardio. But yeah, I get gassed because I'm probably not efficient. You know what I mean? That's probably my problem when it comes to swimming. I'm probably not very efficient. So I'm expending more energy as I'm swimming, and that's what's gassing me out. Left side total collapse of femur head. Fuck, man. Looking forward to the clip tomorrow. I want to critique the form. Nah, that's what's up though. How was the sauna? It was good, bro. Good sauna session, man. Got a good sweat in, bro. We spent like, I don't know, probably about 20 minutes or so in there. Nothing too crazy. It was set to like 170 degrees. So it was hot. It was hot, man. But yeah, bro, check out my form, man. Like I said, bro, they were smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. Ortho who did the surgery said he could break it apart with his fingers. Oh my God. March 12th of this year after my surgery. How do you feel? You still can't run. Still can't run after the surgery, huh? Did they say that that's a possibility that maybe you can one day, or what did they say, man? I'm not trying to flex, but I was a Winland firefighter for 3 years. So hiking with weight, yep. And hitting the gym, running to stay in shape, grow my body in the ground. Yeah, physically demanding. Bro, firefighting is a very physically demanding job. Because, yeah, you got all that fucking weight on your back. It's just not easy. I salute you, though. I salute you for being a firefighter. Hell yeah. They're the real heroes, Fuck yeah. Swimming is going to whoop that ass. Yeah, facts, bro. What's up, Justin? Justin, what's good, bro? How are you, brother? Hello, bro. I'm doing good. How are you, man? Thanks for the advice. Oh, dude, no problem. I love talking this stuff, man. I love talking about this shit, man. If I can give anybody advice and help them, I'm down. I'm down to do that. I love to help people, man. Big Caden. Sup, bro? Any good movie recommendations? Big Caden. Movie recommendations. We were just talking about some movies in here. Have you ever seen Jarhead? Jarhead with Jake Gyllenhaal, and then we talked about Logan too, with what's his name? I almost said Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes was an old UFC fighter. Hugh Jackman. Logan. I love that movie, bro. It's like the Old Man Wolverine comics. It's like what the movie's based on. Kick ass movie. Yeah, we talked about Jarhead, Logan, and then Prisoners with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. That movie Prisoners. It's Hugh Jackman. I think his daughter gets kidnapped, and then Jake Gyllenhaal's like a private detective. Dude, that movie is good as fuck. Shit's sad, bro. Shit'll fuck you up, but it's a good movie. Dang, Wolf, I hope your recovery keeps going well. That you run again one day. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. I hope the same, man. I'll be praying for you, Wolf. Make sure all right. What's up? What ups? What's up, bro? Bro? I do say bro a lot. I am a bro. I'm a bro through and through. Jesus Christ is going to whoop the devil's ass. That's a fact. I'm a dispatcher now. I'm so glad I don't firefight anymore. I like AC and DoorDash. Yep, I feel you there. Have to be careful and work out though. Lots of sitting. Yeah, that's a stressful ass job too. Like a 911 dispatcher, dude. That job would be fucking stressful. Stressful as hell. OSU? Nope. Nope. I am an OSU fan, but I didn't go to OSU. Go read your Bible and put down the phone. The Doomsday Preacher is back too. Yeah. What do you think about the Utah Manus? I haven't heard nothing about it. Haven't heard nothing about that, man. Do you do anything to not go bald? Just living on a prayer, man. I think most of it is genetic. You know, I know stress is a hair killer. You know, I know that being stressed out and shit like that can, you know, potentially make you lose hair. But dude, honestly, I think it's mostly genetic. You know, I think a lot of people, they get caught up in that like hair loss preventative stuff like that. And like, I don't think there's much you can do, bro. You just got to kind of wait it out, see what happens. Because I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that some of the, like the hair loss prevention stuff that people use, the shampoos and stuff, I've heard it actually fucks with your testosterone. Because like, typically, like they say like testosterone is a hair killer. You know what I mean? Like that's why men go bald and women don't go bald, is because, you know, men predominantly have testosterone and women predominantly have estrogen. So when you use like some of that hair loss prevention stuff, it can fuck with your testosterone, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to, if you're going bald, just fucking shave it off, man. You just got to own it. You know what I mean? Because that's what, bro, confidence is key, man. And that's the thing too. Like if you're going bald and you fucking shave your head and you're confident and shit like that, bro, you're better off just doing that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, second year being a team in Utah. Dude, I thought you meant like woolly mammoths. I was like, they fucking spotted a woolly mammoth in Utah? I'm like, bro, I was like, what the fuck? That's what I thought you were talking about, bro. Oh my God. Confidence is key for sure. I don't know. I low-key think bald men are hot as fuck. That's what, dude, I was literally going to say that. I was literally going to say, like, bro, because women are attracted to confidence. So if you're going bald and you can own that shit, like, women are going to be more attracted to that. They're going to be more attracted that you're not afraid to be bald. And that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. If you're doing, like, the comb over or doing, like, hair loss prevention, or you're just trying to hold on to it, like, man, like, more women will fucking respect you just for going bald. and being confident in the way you look, you know? Oh, well, that's funny as fuck. I know. I was like, that's what I mean. I was like, woolly mammoths in Utah? I was like, no fucking way. Well, there's a sub. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Kept the top of my hair longer this time. Usually have a fade. I don't even hide my grays. And then my family gray, really. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I mean, because I know, bro, like, men kind of get a pass with that. Like, men, because, bro, like, when you have gray hair as a man and you're confident, like, that makes you look distinguished. You know what I mean? That's what people say. Like, bro, just being confident in the way you look is the best way. That's the best way with anything. Because that's what you don't have to change the way you look. You're already perfect the way you are. And that's stuff you can't control. You can't control your wrinkles. You can't control your hair going gray. You can't control if you're losing hair and shit. Like, you just got to own it. Just fucking own that shit, man. If you're going gray, you'd be like, yeah, I got fucking gray hair. Fuck. What? What does that mean? What, you don't like me because I got gray hair? Then fuck them. Then fuck them. They are extinct. Yeah. Yeah, holding on to the last bit of kicked hair is giving kick puppy. Bro, I had this guy. He was let's just say he was a dude I worked with or whatever. But he went and got a fucking hair transplant over in Turkey. And dude, it looks like shit. It looks like shit, bro. And everybody knows it's not. I mean, technically it is your real hair, but like everybody knew him for years as bald. And then all of a sudden he's got this hair. And you're like, dude, come on, man. Like it's, bro, it makes you look insecure. Like it makes you look insecure because you went and got a fucking hair transplant and it looks like shit, bro. I'm like, dude, you ain't fooling anybody. This does not look natural. You know what I mean? He looked better when he was bald. You know, he had the fucking bald head for years, and then all of a sudden he's got a head of hair. And you're like, come on, man. And how much money did that cost too, bro? You had to fly to another country, spend, you know, thousands of dollars to get this hair transplant. I'm like, oh my God, dude. But that's, you know, he needed that, I guess. Yes, hit the gym and go bald, Vin Diesel it. Yeah, bro, Vin Diesel's a fucking stud, man. You think people make fun of Vin Diesel for being bald? Fuck no, man. And if he would give a fuck anyways. That's what I mean. If anybody's talking shit about you losing your hair, you'd be like, yeah, and? And what? And they're like, oh, well, you're ugly. And you're like, okay, fuck you then. Hell, Joe Rogan and Dana Water bald, and they're badass. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, bro. Both of those guys are bad. They take no shit, man. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a damn. It's natural. You know, if that's naturally what is happening, then, well, I mean, just fucking roll with it, dude. You can't control that kind of stuff, you know? No, not the Turkish hair transplant. Poor guy. We all need to lower ourselves better. That's what I mean, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's fucking looks like a Lego hairpiece. Yeah, it's just like you can tell it's not natural. You know, he looked better before with a bald head. Like, just you're bald, man. Just roll with it, dude. But now it's like because everybody knows, you know, he's like a popular dude and stuff around town. It's like everybody knows. Everybody knows. So it's like even if everybody knows that you got a hair transplant, you might as well not even have the hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it does make them seem insecure. And that's, bro, that's kind of the guy he like kind of was. You know, he needs that approval from other people. And it's just like, but that's how some people are. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying right now, just be confident, just roll with it and shit. But you know, everybody's different. If that really does make him feel better, and then go for it. You know what I mean? Like if that's really what you need, and that's gonna help you sleep at night and gonna give you confidence, then I guess to his own. You know, go. I mean, I guess go for it. It's not. I wouldn't do it, but you know. But I'm also lucky. I have good hair, so I can. I mean, fuck. I don't know how, bro. If I was going bald, maybe I'd be fucked up. You know, because I got my buddy. Like I said, I'm 27, and I have plenty of my friends that their hairline is receding, bro, and they are. I got one of my buddies that doesn't give a fuck because he knew his whole life. He's like, yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go bald one of these days, and he buzzes his head, and he doesn't care. He, you know, that's just the kind of guy he is. And then my other two buddies that their hairline's receding, they're definitely a little insecure about it. You know what I mean? Because they kind of hide it. You can't tell. You can't tell until they fucking pull their hair back or whatever. But they definitely, they're definitely not excited. They're not excited to go bald. I've always said if I started to go bald, I'm just shaving it. Yeah, same here, bro. Same here, man. Because, yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, bro. You look like the dude from End of Watch. Dude, I had somebody say that the other night. I've never seen that. End of Watch. I've never seen that before. But I had somebody else say the same thing. What are your thoughts on SARMs? I would say stay away, bro. Stay away. That shit is... Because with anything, any sort of like performance enhancing drug, unless you're getting like TRT from a doctor that's, approved and tested and stuff like that, SARMs are, they're not regulated and stuff. And they don't, pro hormones is like what SARMs are. They're made of pro hormones is what basically what SARMs are. And I heard a lot of times, I mean, they can be fake, or the gains and stuff that you get from SARMs aren't even going to be worth it. Like, I would tell you this because I'm not, I'm against PEDs, I'm against steroids and stuff like that. But if somebody's going to take SARMs versus steroids, dude, you're better off just taking steroids. You know what I mean? Because you're already, you're taking a health risk, and fuck it, might as well go all the way. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do SARMs, you're barely going to get any gains, and then you might fuck yourself up, bro. Because I heard why I stayed away from SARMs, bro. Because I've stayed away from all that shit because it's not healthy. It's bad for you. But I was at GNC. If you guys remember, GNC is a supplement store. This is when I was like 17. And the guy behind the counter, he was talking about SARMs. He had a buddy in college who was doing SARMs, and he got ED. He got ED from taking SARMs. If you guys know what ED is, erectile dysfunction. He was in college, and he was taking SARMs, and he had ED from taking a fucking drug that he ordered off the internet. Not worth it, dude. Not fucking worth it. There's no gains in the gym that you can make that is going to fucking make that worth it, bro. I didn't hire a guy because he was bald. Oh, shit. Well, not that it matters. Your hairline looks solid. I appreciate that. My, they say, too, the balding is on your mom's side. Like your mom's dad. Bro, my grandpa's 67, and he's still got almost a full head of hair. He's a smoker. He smoked cigarettes, and he drank a lot. So I think if he wouldn't have been a smoker and he wouldn't drink, I think he would have more hair. But he still has, I mean, most of his hair. He's got like, it recedes on the sides a little bit. My grandpa's a badass, bro. My grandpa, he rocks the fucking mustache, bro. He's a cowboy, man. Fucking rode motorcycles my whole life. Grew up on a farm. He's a tough son of a bitch. Your corners are receding. Yeah, I do. I have like the Vegeta. You guys know Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z? I got the Widow's Peak. That's how my hair's always been, though. I've always had a Widow's Peak like that. Your hair actually looks like it's supposed to be curly. It is. The longer my hair gets, it gets fucking curly as fuck. Like, bro, in a couple months, because I'm gonna let it grow out again. Because I let it grow out. I haven't paid for a haircut in like 5 or 6 years, bro. I literally just let my hair grow out like long as fuck, and then I buzz it in the backyard, and then I'm like basically bald, and then I regrow it again, and then I buzz it, regrow it, buzz it. But yeah, here in a couple months though, because it grows fast as shit. So in a couple months, you'll see my hair. It turns into like, I have like an afro, literally. Many bald guys have bad attitudes. Yeah, maybe they got a chip on their shoulder, I had a receding hairline since I was a teenager. Shaving gets old after a while. Yeah, it does. That's why I buzz it and then I just let it regrow because I don't like to fuck with it. Same thing with my beard, bro. I just shave off my beard and then I just let it grow again. And then I wait a couple weeks and then I shave it off. Because it's too much maintenance, man. I hate it. Like, that's what when my hair gets to the point where it takes too much maintenance and stuff, I'm fucking buzzing it. I've had red, -140 and MK66 for one cycle. It was awesome. Thinking of doing it again. I mean, that's up to you. That's up to you, brother man. You know what I mean? You don't have to take my advice. I mean, do whatever the fuck you want, man. You guys ever watch the Hodge twins? They were big YouTubers. Like when I was a teenager, they were lifters. And that's how they ended the videos, bro. They'd be like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. So yeah, shit. If you want, bro, I mean, go for it. If you want to fucking do it, man, I'm all about freedom and shit. It's up to you, dude. You look like Henry Cavill. I'll fucking take that, bro. Superman. I'll take that. I'll take that. Appreciate that, bro. I've been taking steroids for 12 years and I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody's different. You know, everybody's genetic makeup is different. You know what I mean? There's guys that can take steroids and, you know, they're hyper responders. They get great results. You know, they don't have serious side effects and stuff like that. But there's other guys, you know, you could do one cycle and then, you know, you can have hella bad side effects and health problems and stuff. But it all depends on your genetic makeup. Honestly, it's really what it comes down to is genetics. You know, because there's guys that take high doses and they're fine. They don't have acne. They don't have gyno. You guys know what gyno is? Gynecomastia or whatever. It's when you're basically you like develop fucking nipples, like bumps underneath your nipples. And some dudes have the roid rage and stuff, but there's other dudes that take it and they're totally fine. You know, it just depends. Just depends what your genetic makeup is like. Is Goku's physique achievable? I'm trying. I'm trying every day. Trying every day to get like that, you know? Maybe one of these days. Steroids can cause a vascular neurosis, like I'm pronouncing that wrong. Say steroid that can be used for respiratory issues. Yeah, I mean there's benefits. There can be benefits to steroids too. You know what I mean? Like there's guys, if you have like a bicep tear or a pec tear or whatever, like those bodybuilders and stuff that take steroids, it does heal faster. You know what I mean? Can you zoom in on that red flannel shirt, please? The one in my closet here? Reb says, hey, what's up? I said, Dragon Ball Super Season 2 is coming. I'm hyped. I actually watched Dragon Ball Z Super for a little bit, but I like the old stuff, man. Like when I was a kid, dude, I loved that shit, bro. The Majin Buu saga is my favorite. You know, freaking, you know Majin Buu. Bro, the Cell saga, the Android saga, then all the movies. I've seen all the movies too, man. When I was a kid, bro, that shit was badass. Vegeta's my favorite. Vegeta's my favorite character. What's your projection for the U.S. economy the next 5 years? Dude, it's really hard to say. You know, it's really hard to say. From what I've heard from, you know, if you want to call them financial experts or whatever, you really just can't know. You can predict, like you said, what's your projection? So it's, you know, I'm predicting or a theory or whatever, but you honestly can't know. You honestly can't know, bro. There's trends and stuff you can follow and you can kind of get a rough idea of what might happen and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that's kind of unpredictable, you know? So projection for the U.S. economy in 5 years? I mean, inflation's not going down. I can tell you that. I know that for a fact, that inflation does not go backwards. So will things be more expensive in 5 years? Yes, I know that. Will gas go up in 5 years? Yes. Will real estate go up in 5 years? Yes. You know, so in that sense, I can predict that things will be more expensive in 5 years. I can, confidently say that, unless we have a huge fucking crash and everything comes crumbling down. But it's hard to say, man. It's really hard to say. Hopefully it gets better. I would hope. That's what we all hope for, is that the economy gets better, but shit, man, could get worse. I farted, but now it's on the floor. Jesus, dude. As you've seen, for the more I'm excited for Susanoo, Goku versus World Year tomorrow. Yeah, like I haven't been caught up on the new seasons and stuff like that, but like I said, I know the old stuff is fucking badass. My beard grows masterfully, but I have a 5 head. Well, that's why you make up for it with the beard, man. You got to counteract. You know what I mean? You got to counteract the 5 head with a fucking majestic fucking beard. So. I got that white boy fade. Like I did the hot towel massage. Got to keep it fresh. Yeah, man. I mean, every once in a while, bro, I think about going to the barber, but I'm a cheap ass, man. If you guys have watched some of my lives before, bro, I'm very frugal. And I used to get my hair cut, but no, not no more. I buzz it myself, man. That's what my dad always did. My mom used to cut my hair, my dad's hair, and then my dad, he would just fucking buzz his own head, and then that's what I started doing a couple years ago. Dude, I had a buddy, bro. He'd get his hair cut every 2 weeks, man. It's like $40. Like $40 every 2 weeks. And he had short hair. He would just go get the fade every 2 fucking weeks, bro. I'm like, dude, just do that shit yourself, man. He was in the military. He was in the Army Reserves. So, they have to keep their hair trimmed and stuff. I'm like, dude, fuck $40 every 2 weeks? Fuck that. Fucking buzz that shit, man. I've seen a 23-year-old that looked 40 that took steroids. Oh, yeah, it'll age you. It'll definitely age you, bro, for sure. If you guys have ever been, the Arnold Classic. It's like the big bodybuilding expo in Columbus. Dude, if you go there and you walk around and look at some of these people, bro, these people are freaks, man. But yeah, there's dudes that, they look way older than they are. Bro, and then the women who take steroids, holy fuck. They get them big-ass jawlines, bro. Fucking deep-ass voice, and they're fucking huge, too, bro. I think I'm super behind on the chats here. Do you watch Dragon Ball Z? I used to, man. What's your favorite lift today? Dude, today I'm about to post a video tomorrow. If you guys want to hop on my channel tomorrow and see this video I'm posting, I did muscle ups. So that was probably the coolest thing I did today, was the muscle ups. It's been a while since I've done them, but man, they were smooth, bro. They were smooth. I felt hella good. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. How are you? You look like my neighbor. Bro, maybe we are neighbors. He beat my ass. Oh, maybe we're not neighbors then. Maybe that wasn't me. I only get a haircut once a year. They call me country. Big country. We got big country in the chat right now, man. I should be more frugal. It's hard, though. It is hard. It is. It takes discipline, I use this, like, if you have like a goal and there's something you want to do or something you want to get better at, write it down and then post it, tape it to a place that you're at every single day. So I have in my bathroom mirror, I have taped on the fucking mirror, it says be more frugal, because it's you get a constant reminder. You know what I mean? Every time you go into the bathroom, every time you brush your teeth, every time you take a piss, every time you take a shower, every time you take a shit, you know what I mean? You're going to have that fucking sign right there. So whatever your goal may be, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be finance related, but if that's what I recommend. So I have that. I keep that on my bathroom mirror. Be more frugal, you know, because it does. It takes a lot of discipline. If you guys want to watch it's a documentary on Netflix. It's called Consume Now. Consume Now is what it's called. I like some of that nerdy stuff, man. But it's called Consume Now, and it's about consumerism in America. And it's how like big companies and marketing and basically everything gets you to spend money. Like everything is trying to take your money all the time. And you have to defend your money. That's what I read in one of my finance books too. Everybody's trying to take your money, and it's up to you to defend it. You know what I mean? You have to build a fortress around your money, and you have to protect it because everybody's going to take it. Oh, I need some new shoes. Oh, I need to go shopping. Oh, I need to go, out to eat with my friends. Oh, I need to go on vacation. Like, dude, it's a constant thing. Oh, I need a new car. Oh, that car payment, I can afford that. Like, everything is coming after your finances. It's so easy nowadays in America, especially, bro. It's consumerism is what it's called. So if you want to watch a cool documentary, I think it's like less than an hour. Maybe it's like an hour. But it's a documentary about consumerism and how companies use different tactics, marketing tactics, to get you to spend money. You know, it's very common. It's very, 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 very common in America, man. The consumerism, buying stuff you don't need. People buy shit they don't need all the time. I've been guilty of it. You know what I mean? Trust me. When I was younger, man, we were like 17, 18, man. We used to love to go to the mall and fucking, buy cool clothes, buy shoes, just anything, man. And then I get to the end of it, I'm 27 now, and it's like, what did those clothes do for me? Nothing. They did fucking nothing. They made me look cool because I had cool clothes. Clothes don't make you cool. You know what I mean? I've had, shoes and all kinds of shit, man, that I just don't need. You only have one pair of feet. Bro, I have 3 pair of boots, I have 4 pairs of boots, and 3 of them I bought when I was like 17, 18, 19, and I still have the same boots. Like, I don't need a new pair of boots, because they last a long time. Same with shoes. I was just at the gym today wearing a pair of shoes that I've had since senior year of high school because they're like my gym shoes. They're just like flat, they're Adidas flat, like skateboarding shoes. I'm like, man, as long as you take care of your stuff, that shit lasts a long time. I got all kinds of clothes from high school still. When I was 18, 19, man, I still got pretty much all of them. You look like a pro skater, I know. Oh shit, bro. Dude, I have been skateboarding here lately. I've been back to the skate. I just posted a video on my YouTube the other day of me skateboarding. So if you want to check that out, go for it, man. I'm trying to get back on the board because I want to go on like a solo vacation and go surfing. So just go somewhere with some decent waves and hang out on the beach for like a week by myself, man. Just go fucking surf, bro. So I'm trying to get my balance back and everything on the board. Are you Hebrew? I'm not. I'm not Hebrew. Good stream tonight, Jed. I appreciate that, Big Will. I appreciate that, bro. Is having breakfast necessary? Depends if you're hungry or not. If you're hungry, then you got to eat. But man, if you're not hungry, then don't eat. That's how I look at it. Like, you eat when you're hungry. If you're not hungry, you don't eat, man. It's no big deal. You don't have to. You don't have to eat breakfast. But if you're hungry, then yeah, then you should eat. But man, you could always do like a cup of coffee and a banana. Bro, that'll hold you over for a while. At least till lunchtime. So no, I mean, I skip breakfast all the time. If I don't feel like eating in the morning, I don't eat. Sometimes I do, but just depends how I'm feeling. I wouldn't say it's necessary. It can fuel you for the day. Give you your sugars and protein and carbs and stuff like that first thing in the morning. But I mean, if you're not hungry, because like when I work construction, a lot of the guys skip breakfast out there because when you eat, it usually makes you a little sluggish. So man, you just wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee. Some of the guys smoked, or like I did the Zens or whatever. So like have a cup of coffee and a Zen. I'm like, bro, you're good. Or some of the other guys, they have a cup of coffee and a cigarette, and they're good. I'm not saying smoking's healthy. I'm not saying nicotine's healthy. You know what I mean? The Zens, not necessarily healthy, but nicotine is an appetite suppressant. So if you're, same thing with caffeine, if you drink a cup of coffee, that caffeine is going to suppress your appetite. And the same thing with a little bit of nicotine, it's going to suppress your appetite down and give you a little boost, at least keep you going till lunchtime. So, because then if you're working all morning and then you eat lunch and you're like, oh, then you don't want to go back to work. I don't know why, but you kind of look like Anakin and Obi-Wan mixed. I am a motherfucking Jedi, bro. That is my name, too. My name is Jet. Today was leg and glute day for me. Ooh, big leg day. Big fucking leg day, bro. Yeah, I enjoy legs, man. I like hitting legs, bro. I skip it here and there. I skip leg day here and there. But I do like hitting legs, though. Hit some squat, hit some lunges, man. Shit like that. My best friend was killed years ago, and you reminded me of him. Well, hey, I'm sorry for your loss, but freaking, people live on. When people pass away and stuff, they're alive in your heart, and they're alive in other people too. Because that's the thing too. When you get older and stuff like that, bro, you're gonna meet people that remind you of other people and stuff like that. That's very common. That's very normal. So maybe he's living on, bro. But I am sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry for your loss. I know that shit ain't easy. Do you have a suit? I don't. I don't have a suit. One of these days. One of these days, bro. When it is required, I'll get one, man. What's up? New to this channel. What's up, bro? Yeah, we're just in here, bro. We just yap. Or I just yap, and then I try to read as many comments as I can and engage with you guys. That's kind of what we do on here, bro. Got some of my regulars, some of my day ones in here that pop in, like to support me and shit. Yeah, that's kind of all we do, man. Just hang out, bro. To tape up a sign, that's a good idea. Mine should definitely be finance related. I'm blessed, but I think I take it for granted. I mean, it's there is something to be said for, spending your money and stuff, because if you're too frugal, and this guy asked, what does frugal mean? Frugal means that you basically don't buy in excess. Being frugal is not spending money where you don't need to spend money. You know what I mean? Being frugal could be like an example, like coupons. If you use coupons, that would be considered frugal. Or just trying to get a good deal for stuff. That would be considered frugal. So just trying not to. It doesn't mean cheap. Because you don't want to be cheap. Because being cheap is usually you end up spending more money when you're being cheap, man. And people don't like hanging out with a cheap ass. If you're going out to eat or hanging out with people and you're always fucking cheap, they're like, oh, here we go, fucking cheap ass here. But being frugal, you just don't spend excess. You don't spend your money on stuff that you don't need. Like a big thing is like, say like in your Amazon cart, maybe you have some things picked out that you want to buy. Instead of buying it right then, maybe wait a day or two and then see if you still want it. Because most of the time, you're not going to want it after a couple days. Once you have a couple days, that shit's sitting in your cart and you're like, I don't really need that. And you don't really want it anymore. Because you get a big dopamine hit. When you buy stuff, there's dopamine. Dopamine gets released in your brain every single time you spend money, So that is, it can be addicting. Spending money can definitely be addicting because it's a rush and it's fun, But delayed gratification, if you guys have ever heard of that before, delayed gratification is like it's a great trait to have. If you can delay your gratification, if you can delay short-term fixes, a short-term rush, usually you're going to be happier in the long run. You know what I mean? So if you can stop yourself from spending money right there in the moment when your emotions are high and you're excited and you want to feel that hit, that rush of buying something, prolong it, wait a couple days, and then usually you don't even want it anymore, because your emotions have come back down to normal levels. You've had time to think about it. And you're like, yeah, I really don't need new clothes, or I really don't need that new pair of shoes, or I really don't need, useless stuff, man. Just fucking anything, anything and everything, man, that you don't really need. But yeah, the taping up a sign, the taping up a sign is awesome though. Cause like I said, you're constantly reminded of it. Every single time you walk into that room, you're gonna see your goal. And especially like finance related, if you have a financial goal, say, okay, I want to save, let's just say $200 a month or something. If you have that written down, you're going to see that every single time. And every time you spend money, you're going to think about it. Like, man, I got to save that $200 by the end of the month. But if you don't have it written down, it's just going to come here and there. You're going to think about it sometimes, and other times you're going to forget about it. So when you write things down, not only do you think about it, but then you write it down. So you're adding another step, thinking about it, writing it down, and then posting it. So now you get to read it. So instead of it just being a thought, because a thought is just one step, writing it is another step, and then reading it is a third step. So you're adding more steps. You're adding more, basically like friction. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a goal, you're going to add more friction. You're going to add there's going to be more of a buffer compared to just a thought in your head, or even just writing it down in your phone. Because then you're going to write it down in your phone, and you're going to fucking forget about it, and then you're not going to fucking check it, and then boom. And now you're right in the same boat as you were when you started, So yeah, I think writing shit down is very important. Also, in consumerism, isn't the entire sneaker resale industry built on them? Yeah, pretty much, bro. Because people buy shoes they don't need. People have all these shoes. Oh, man, I got these Jordans, man. I got these and these and these and these. And it's like, bro, they're fucking shoes. And again, if that's your hobby, there's nothing wrong with having a hobby and spending some money on a hobby and shit like that. But you can't be financially irresponsible with your hobby. Because I did, bro, I'll give you an example. Mine was guns, bro. Dude, I was obsessed with guns a couple years ago. And I bought a bunch of them that I didn't need. You know what I mean? And then even here recently, I've gotten rid of a few guns because I don't need them. I don't shoot them. You can only shoot one gun at a time. And really, out of my whole collection, there's only a handful of guns that I actually really like to shoot. Some of the other guns I had would just sit there. I wouldn't use them. So I'm guilty of it myself. Trust me. Because especially if you're into the gun community, if you know anything about guns, man, there's always something to buy. There's literally always something. You need a new red dot. You need a new scope. You need a new sling. You need a new attachment. You need a new gun. You need, new equipment. You need a new book bag. Bro, it's never fucking stops. You need more ammo. I need to buy more ammo. Oh my God. So I got caught up into that a couple years ago. Not gonna lie. Uh-oh. I want to put this dude in timeout here. Sorry, guys. That dude was spamming poop just over and over and over again. I just put him in timeout. And then he said Big Will was stupid. Fuck that guy. What's your thoughts on thoughts? I've heard that thoughts are not necessarily your own. For one, you get programmed as a kid. Your parents, your peers, teachers, coaches, they program ideas and stuff into your head and basically mold you into the person you are. Because they're like, if you were born on the other side of the world, you would be a different person. And then I've also heard that thoughts might even be outside of your brain. You know what I'm saying? We're not totally in control. If you guys have ever heard intrusive thoughts, you didn't think about having that thought, but it just popped up in your head. So I've heard that thoughts are not always necessarily your own. Shit just, boom, pops up in your head. And you're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, interesting question, though. Oh my God, this guy said he vacuumed up his kid's hamster. How do I tell my wife and kids? Fuck, You got to tell them, man. You're my favorite black YouTuber, bro. Keep it up. Hey, man. Representing the brothers, man. You know I gotta represent, man. Oh shit, bro. Shit, I'm behind. I'm behind. Oh, I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Will said you're right. Wait a day or two. Think about it and decide if it's a need or a want. Yes. Yes. 100%. I agree with you, Will. I do need a new outfit. I have a date on Friday. I'm sure you got some clothes that would be just fine. You know what I mean? I'm sure if you do some digging, get creative, maybe try a new outfit. You know, try a different color pattern or something. Maybe pair something up, a pair of pants with a shirt or something that you haven't worn before. You know, you don't need new clothes. You don't need new clothes just because you're going on a date. I promise. I'm sure you just do some digging. I'm sure you've got something that looks plenty good for the date. And if they're not impressed, if they don't like what you wear, then fuck them. Then fuck them. You know, no, I'm sure you got some clothes already that are just perfectly fine. Some dude said, "What's up, Jed? What up, some dude?" I'm some dude too. I'm just some dude on live. Jed is in the NRA. I'm not. I'm not. I mean, the NRA, bro, that's basically like a big gun club, I'm pretty sure. National Rifle Association or whatever. I think you can join whenever. I think you just got to do I think you can apply or whatever and then join it. And they have their website, and I think they have blogs and stuff like that. This dude said oil up. Crazy. The National Rifle Association, yeah. You need a mod. Make Mega a mod. Trust me, I'm getting there, bro. I'm thinking about it. Because I know you guys have been in on a couple of my lives, bro, where the chat just gets insane, bro. So I might be getting to that point here soon. I don't think I'm quite big enough yet. You know what I mean? I think I can still handle it. But bro, probably here soon, I probably will need a moderator, man, because it gets crazy and I can't control it. You look like Jake Gyllenhaal. Bro, that's like the third person that said that in here, bro. I'll take that. I'll take that, man. I appreciate that, bro. Your name is really Jed? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. J-E-D. That's my full name right there. Not Jedediah, just Jed. One syllable. Nice and simple. Strong name. Strong name. Jed is African, like Elon Musk is South African American. I'm North African, man. Look at me, dude. I only wear black. I'm a goth. Oh, thanks, Jed. Good advice. Bro, I love black. Black's a great color. That's what I mean. If you're wearing black, shit, throw on some black jeans, black top, black hoodie, shirt, whatever, you look fine. Hell yeah. Where's Samurai? Oh, God. Oh, God. He probably fucking heard you, man. He probably heard your ass, bro. Oh, fuck. How can I tell if my gym crush likes me back? We are both men. Bro, what the fuck, bro? Oh, my God. Wilf, don't summon Samurai. All the newbies here, like and sub it up. I appreciate it, Will. Dude, I fuck with all you guys, man. You guys are fucking awesome, man. I love getting on here and talking to you guys, bro. It is fun. I do find enjoyment in it, man. Even with the trolls and shit, bro. Because I tell my buddies and shit. I'm like, dude, I had these fucking trolls in my life, bro. I'm like, dude, they were saying the wildest shit, bro. So it is entertaining, man. But no, man, I like hanging out with you guys, bro. I appreciate the support too. You know, I love the support from you guys. Aslan said, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" Not gonna lie, Jed and Samurai killed me that one day. Oh my God, dude. Dude, oh my God, dude. He was stressing me the fuck out, bro. I was crashing out on here, man. Literally, bro. Like, cause I went and like watched some of my live that night, and I'm literally like this in the camera. I'm like, fucking hell. I'm like, how the fuck do I get this guy out of here? I'm like, yeah, bro, fuck. But I finally have figured out how to put him in timeout. Put him in timeout like a bad kid. Put his ass in the corner. But he came back one time. He's been back once. I'll never forget my live stream watching Jed's live stream. Samurai popped up. It was a Jed laughing my ass off. My stomach hurt, dude. It was. Yeah, he was getting my ass, bro. He was fucking getting my ass. I wasn't trolling. It was a genuine question, Mr. Jed. Jed is a Shogun. I am a samurai, bro. I am a samurai, so I appreciate that, man. I do, bro. I got Sun Tzu's The Art of War in my bookshelf right here, bro. I read that book. That's a good ass book, man. It's about military strategy and stuff from Sun Tzu. He was like I don't know if he was an emperor or a military general in China, like fucking hundreds of years ago. And then I have the Book of Five Rings down in my basement too. It's written by Miyamoto Musashi. He was a samurai from like, I think it was like the 1600s, I think. And he has it's called the Tao. And it's basically the way, is what it is. The way of the samurai, the way of the sword. It's a dope ass book, man. Talks about like, bro, once you're a samurai, you're always a samurai. You never leave the way. You know what I mean? Like you follow a code, you stick to that code, and that's who you are. Yeah, Miyamoto Musashi, he was like a undefeated samurai in Japan. He went all across Japan, basically challenging other samurais to fights to the death, and he never lost. And he fucking fought hella samurais, bro. He was a badass. You have an NFL last name, bro, Jed Arnett. I wish, man. I wish I'd have made it to the league, bro. Big James. I was drawn. You like to draw, bro? Hell yeah. I like to draw here and there, bro. I'm not the best. Trust me, I'm not the best artist. But I do like art. I do like to draw and stuff like that, so. Was a military strategist, yeah. Yeah, it's a good book. I like the book. Death Roll, what's up, bro? What up, man? How you doing? How you doing, brother, man? We're in here chilling. We're in here chilling, just vibing out, you know. Taking her easy, man. Worked out with my buddies today. Went over to the YMCA and hit the weights a little bit. I'm posting a video tomorrow if you want to check that out. Me doing some muscle ups. If you know what those are. Yeah, worked out, hit the sauna, got Chipotle, went to the cigar shop, smoked a cigar with my roommate. Pretty good day. Pretty good fucking day, man. Not bad at all. But what's up with you, bro? What's going on with you, man? What you got from Chipotle? I got a bowl with a tortilla in the bowl, bro. Gotta get them carbs, man. Extra rice, extra beans, chicken, hot sauce, corn, cheese, lettuce. And I got the vinaigrette too. Shit was fire. I wanted to ask what you think of Pistol Chassis. Bro, I fuck with them, bro. I like them. I think they're a good idea. Because man, if you just, I think we talked about that a little bit the other night. Because you were on there. I remember you, bro. Yeah, you buy a chassis, bro, for a couple $100. If you got like a Glock, you know, Glock 19 or whatever you got, Glock 17, fucking put it in there and you got a little rifle, man. Dude, I think they're great. You know, I would fucking get one. But I got an AR pistol, and it shoots 9 mil. So that's kind of like my backpack gun. You know what I mean, or like my truck gun or whatever. And it takes Glock mags too. So you got like the extended Glock mag on the bottom, and I think it's got either a 6 or an 8-inch barrel on it. It's nice, bro. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I fuck with the pistol chassis, man. If you don't want to get the AR pistol, you know, and then you got to make sure you got to, because you can't have a brace, but you can have, I can't remember what it's called, because I don't have a brace on mine, but I do have a, I can't remember what it's called, bro. Because you can't have the brace because then it's considered a short barrel rifle. But I have the almost like a stock, but it's not considered a stock. You know what I mean? So you can shoulder it and everything and shoot it. It's not just like the tube on the back. I'm gonna mosey on. I'm not trying to wake up in the middle of the night in the stream and hear y'all talking about aliens again. Yeah. All right. I'll fucking Mega Goddess of Doom. I will fucking I'll see you on the next one. If you want to if you want to come into the next live or whatever, feel free. You know what I mean? But hell yeah, have a good night. There is a very dark look in your eyes. You are powerful. I appreciate that, dude. A very dark look in your eyes. Oh. That part kind of scares me. But the you are powerful part, now that part's cool. I like that part. I can't wait till you post a new video or YouTube shorts. Yeah, I got a short coming tomorrow. I'm gonna post that tomorrow for sure. And then, bro, hopefully by the end of this week, man, I'm gonna try to make another video. I'm gonna try to do a video with my roommate. So probably it'll just be us chilling on the couch, bro. We're gonna like pick a topic and talk about it. Do like a 15, 20-minute video or something like that. So hopefully, by the end of this week, I'm gonna try to do that. I need to just set some time. And get with my roommate, bro, and then we'll make it happen. And if maybe not by this week, maybe on this weekend, or maybe by this weekend or something, Yo, I hope one day you're able to surpass me in subscribers. Keep up the good work. If you're looking to keep growing, I have Discord with other content creators in it, and you can self-promote. Well, hey, dude, I fucking appreciate that, man. That's fucking, I love the love. I love the support, man. Yeah, I've been doing these lives now. This is, I think, my 14th live. So I think this makes it 2 weeks that I've been going live like every single night. But dude, I love the support. I've never used Discord before, but if you want to drop a comment on what it is, I mean, I can check it out. Like I said, I've never been on Discord before, but I'll check it out. If that can help me and maybe get me some more exposure and stuff, I'll check it out, bro. So I appreciate that, I hope your channel keeps growing. I hope that I don't catch up to you in subscribers. I hope that you start taking the fuck off and I don't catch up with you. Maybe I'll just be right behind you. I'll be chasing you, bro. It'd be good motivation. You got to keep more subscribers than me, and I got to get as many subscribers as you. You know what I'm saying? Good night, Mega. Good night. What you carry that gun for, Trump supporters and Karens? I mean, I carry it in the hopes that I'll never have to use it. I think that's a responsible answer. I think that's what a lot of people who carry a gun, I think that's a good answer. You carry it in hopes that you never have to use it. You know what I mean? Because that would be terrible. I mean, that's last resort. You have to be in fear of your life, you know what I mean, to use that, man. Because even if it is self-defense, you still got to go to court, and then you can still get charged with something, man. If it's not an absolute life or death situation, man, you can get in trouble, So that's the point. When you carry a gun, man, you hope that you never have to use that bitch. You know what I mean? So many comments. I know, man. Doing pretty good. Don't skip over me, boss man. Griplock, I saw there was a message retracted. I don't know if that was the Discord or not, but I can't see what you just said in here. It says message retracted. So I don't know if that was the Discord title or not, but yeah, I've never used Discord, man, but I'll check it out. So it's kind of like Reddit, right? It's like the same thing. Nice, hell yeah, man. It seems kind of a gray area with a lot of this stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, man, you never want to use that shit, man, because there's just so many, because you never want to put your fate in the law. You know what I mean? Like, if you are at the whims of the law, even if it is a self-defense situation, you're still going to have to explain it to somebody. You're still going to have to go to court. You're still going to have to get a lawyer. Like, it's a mess. It's a fucking mess. It's going to cost you money. You know, it could cost you your sanity, because if you have to use a gun, bro, you're never going to forget that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be a traumatizing event of some sort, you know? Go to my channel. Okay. Here, I'll write your name down here. Yeah. Yeah, I got it written down, man. I'll check it out. I'll fucking check it out, man. Yo, people in chat talking about a samurai guy. What was he saying? He was just a troll. He was like my first troll on one of my lives, bro. And I didn't know how to get him out. You know what I mean? I kept like removing him, and then he would fucking hop back in, and he would keep trolling. He'd be like, ha ha ha, you can't fucking get rid of me. So I kept fucking trying, bro, for like a long ass time. Then finally, I put him in timeout or whatever. And then he came back the next night too. I was like, fuck. Mr. Arnett, how would you feel if I got your face tattooed on my face? It would be an honor. It would be an honor. I think many people who carry a gun hope they get to use it. There is a percentage of people that are like that. You're right. You're right about that, Steve. There are people that carry a gun and they do hope to use it, you know, which is the incorrect way to do it. You know what I mean? Because you're right. You're right about that. There definitely are people like that. But that's not the right way to do it. But, you know, fucking people are crazy. People are crazy, man. Like I said, there's crazy good people and there's crazy bad people, man. Like I said, I mean, people carry that gun to defend themselves, but they almost want something to happen so they can use it, which is crazy. You know, I don't agree with that. Jed, beware of scammers, especially if you're new to Discord. Does Discord have a lot of scammers on it? I guess I've never been on there, man. I know I can't give them my fucking bank information or nothing like that, but is there a lot of scammers on Discord? Is that what they do? Those fuckers. Just call me Dream. That's my nickname. All right, cool. All right, cool, Dream. What up, Dream? Big Dream. We got Big Dream in the chat here. Yeah, there's a lot of scammers on Discord, but if you just want to take a look at my server, it's pretty legit. I'm not fake, LOL. Yeah, I mean, I'll check out. I mean, like I said, I'll check out your channel. You know what I mean? I can at least check it out. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing that. Big James said hi. What up, James? What up, big dog? What happens if you're carrying a gun and the bad guy shoots first? Fuck, then you get shot. they shoot first and you fucking get shot, man. I don't know. I missed the one with your roommate because I had to go to bed. Yeah, he's funny, man. He's a funny ass dude, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna get him on here though. I'm gonna get him on. Trust me, I was talking about him today. I was like, dude, because you can like invite people, or whatever. So I was like, bro, maybe I can invite you on one of my lives, and then we can, be on here together, bro. And then he's got a YouTube channel too. So I was like, yeah, man. I was like, maybe some of the guys who watch me, maybe they'll fucking watch your channel and stuff too. Dodge like you're in the Matrix. That's a fact. That's what you got to do, bro. You got to slow down. I like the Matrix movies. Then you empty the whole mag on them. Thanks. After I came out, my brother changed my name to humiliate me. What the hell, man? Question for Steve. What if you're a female and a male bodybuilder threatens you? Yeah. What's on the agenda for your Thursday? I'm going out to that guy's house and splitting wood again. Because he had the 2 trees fall down in his backyard. And we got the one we were almost done with. We still got like some big ass logs to split. Because he's got a wood splitter and everything. If you're familiar with a wood splitter, you load the wood on there. You come through, you just like hit the lever and it comes down. Splits it for you. But yeah, I'm going over there tomorrow. Get the rest of that tree. And then we're going to start working on the other tree. So that's what's on the itinerary, man. Do that. And then, probably get lunch. We go out to lunch this place. It's like a little restaurant thing, but it's really good food though. So we usually go hit up lunch over there. So yeah, splitting wood tomorrow, get lunch, and then probably just hanging out. Go on live, go live tomorrow. Hopefully sell some stuff on Facebook Marketplace too. I do have somebody coming and picking something up tomorrow at like 4 o'clock. So yeah, work with that guy tomorrow, split the wood, sell something on Facebook Marketplace, and then relax, man. And then I'm chilling. Hope they're paying you for that work. Yes. Yeah, he pays good, man. He's a good dude, bro. He's a hella good dude, man. So yeah, no, he takes good care of me, man. And I love doing tree work anyways. Because I've done tree work before. My uncle has a tree cutting company, Adams Tree Care. So I've done that before. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with it, and I enjoy it a lot too, man. I love running the chainsaw, man. I like cutting trees, man. When I was a kid, like I wanted to be like a lumberjack. So that's the closest thing, that's the closest thing you can get to being a lumberjack, man. So I enjoy it a lot. It's a good workout, you're outside, you're getting some honest labor in, you get to use some tools. I get to run the tractor and stuff like that. I love driving the tractor around, so. Why did the paper go to bed? It was tired. Very clever, James. Very clever. Claudia says hello. What's up? Want to know a crazy Beatles fact? Yeah, let it rip, man. Let's hear it. Big dog. I don't have the work ethic for tree work. It's hard work, man. I'll tell you that, bro. It definitely is hard work, bro. But it's good work. It's dangerous too, man. You got to be careful out there, bro. When I was bartending, I had a customer of mine that's how her husband passed away. They had like a 2-year-old daughter, and he got in a tree cutting accident. I'm pretty sure he fell out of the bucket truck. I don't think he was harnessed in, which you need to be harnessed in when you're up there, but a lot of guys don't because they're lazy or they just don't feel like it or it's not comfortable. And man, you got a tree limb come down and hit that fucking bucket truck, it'll fucking pop you right out of there, and then you're fucking gone. My uncle broke his neck one time. He was wearing a hard hat, thank God. But he had a big tree limb. Somebody, one of the climbers was up at the top of the tree cutting down limbs, and a fucking big ass limb fell and hit him on the head, like crunched his neck down, broke his neck, and he was okay. You know what I mean? He was in the hospital for a little bit and he got out, and then he's fine. He still does. He still has his company. That's what this is before I was born. But no, it's dangerous. My grandpa used to do tree work, man, and he fucking knew a guy got his whole fucking foot cut off, bro. He was standing, they had a big long chainsaw. Have you guys ever seen those, like, those big chainsaws that stand about as tall as a man? And they were cutting down a big tree, and the guy was standing on the other side of the tree, not paying attention. So they fucking come through with that chainsaw, fucking cut his foot off, man. Dude, my grandpa fucking split his leg wide open with an axe one time, bro. Swinging an axe and fucking missed and came and bam, hit him right in the shin, man. Fucking split his shit wide open, dude. So yeah, you gotta be careful. You have to pay attention. You have to be careful when you're out there working with the trees, man, because they're unpredictable and they're fucking dangerous. But I do enjoy it though. I do like that work, man. It's hard work. It's hard work, but it's good work, All right, I'm out. It's 2 a.m. I'll see you on the next stream. Yeah, I gotta get off here too, man. I gotta hit the hay, guys. I think they have some of the highest fatality rates. That's what the History Channel said anyway. Yes. Yeah, no, it's a fucking dangerous job, man. Because like I said, dude, you can cut a tree and you can plan on where you want the tree to go. You know what I mean? You make the right cuts and stuff like that. And like, you're planning on the tree falling this way. But sometimes trees do what the fuck they want. Sometimes they fucking blow up at the bottom. Sometimes they fall the opposite direction. The chipper, the wood chipper. You're throwing trees in there, man. You get a log or something or a big tree fucking grab onto you, man. Yank you in there and you ain't getting pulled out, man. Or if you do, you're losing a limb. Like, no, it is dangerous. There's a lot of shit that can go wrong, man. Yeah, absolutely though. You're right. It does have a high fatality rate, But a lot of times with anything, a lot of times injuries and stuff are when people aren't paying attention. When you're tired and you're not paying attention and shit, that's when mistakes happen. And that's with any job. You know what I mean? So you just gotta pay attention, man. That's the biggest thing you can do. Man, I had my papa Sam, bro. He worked at a stone quarry. That's where my dad used to work at a stone quarry as well. My dad was a welder. My papa Sam, they were working out of this stone quarry, and he was welding and not wearing a fucking face mask. Like, because this, back in the day, man, there's just rules were a little different. And he had a hot piece of metal fall in his fucking eye and burn his fucking eye out, man. And then I had my dad's dad, my grandpa Jim. He worked in a factory, and he got his ring finger, his fucking wedding ring got caught in a piece of machinery, fucking ripped his finger right off, man. So yeah, any job, man, any sort of physical labor job, man, you got to pay attention, man, because shit happens, When I was working construction last year, this was a silly injury, but one of the dudes I work with, man, fucking jumped off the trailer and like landed on a rock and broke his ankle. That's something silly. But like I said, I'm like, dude, you gotta stop fucking jumping off the trailer, man. And he's like, whatever, bro. And fucking jumped off the trailer, snapped his fucking ankle. I'm like, well, stop jumping off the bitch, man. Fucking, step down like a normal person. Some multi-story construction guys don't tie it because it takes time. Yep. It's the same thing when you're doing tree work. The guys don't harness in, bro, because they just don't feel like it or something, bro. They don't fucking feel like, oh, I'm just going to cut this limb real quick. And it's like, dude, fucking put that harness on, man. No, trust me, I know, man. Have a good one, Jed. Welcome back, Muscle Up. Let's go. You kind of look like the actor who played Mysterio in Spider-Man. Bro, that's like the 4th or 5th person that said I look like Jake Gyllenhaal, bro. I'll take that. I'll take that compliment all day. I appreciate that. But I gotta end the stream though, guys. I gotta get some sleep. I appreciate everybody stopping in. You know, I appreciate the support and shit. I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. If you guys want to stop in, you know, feel free. Don't feel obligated, but I appreciate the support and shit. But all right. Good night, guys. Have a good one.